Hello, my name is David Deutsch, and I am the founder of Search Titans. Search Titans is a digital marketing training agency who specializes in the production of digital marketing strategies. Instead of implementing those strategies, we actually train digital agencies from around the world to implement the digital strategies that we create. Our Search Titans is primarily comprised of experts in digital marketing with more than 15 to 20 years of experience from all over the world. I'm from France, but I've worked in the US, the UK, France, all over Europe, and of course Japan, and even studied clients in Korea. I've been in the business since 1999, and I've worked in every area of digital marketing. I've had thousands of clients. Search Titans has also partnered with many of the world's largest digital marketing companies, such as Google, Yahoo, Microsoft Bing, and most importantly, SEMrush. Now, SEMrush is the single best digital marketing research tool in the world. And I'm not just saying that. It's been decided that SEMrush is the best digital marketing research tools since 2015, 2016, and 2017. It won all of the best SEO tools in the world awards for the last 3 years running. And it continues to develop its software. The company continues to develop the software to make sure that it stays at the top of its proficiency. Now, SEMrush allows companies from anywhere in the world to analyze not only their businesses, but also their competitors' businesses equally. And most importantly, SEMrush allows companies to identify the consumer opportunities. So what kind of questions are your consumers actually asking? What keywords are they typing in to find your products? When consumers type in those keywords, is your website on page 1 for SEO, for PPC? What about Google Shopping? Wait, what about display advertising? Are your banners being shown to your specific consumers in your target area? There's no way to know that unless you have a tool like SEMrush. And since there is no other tool like SEMrush, because they're the best, you got to work with SEMrush. Now, Search Titans has decided to partner with SEMrush, and we have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars into SEMrush to develop extra keyword databases, specifically targeting Japan and Korea. First, we're working with Japan, and Korea will come later in the year. We see Japan currently, or SEMrush currently has 2.3 million Japanese-only keywords in the SEMrush database, which is already more than every other company in the world. Yahoo and Bing don't even have keyword research for the Japanese consumer market. Now, Google AdWords, they definitely have keyword research for the Japanese consumer market, but they only have a few bits of information. They have the keyword, how many searches a month it gets, what it is, how competitive it is in terms of, only in terms of pay-per-click and paid search, and finally they have the average cost per click. But that's the only information you can get from Google, and that's the only company, aside from SEMrush, that has any information on the Japanese consumer market. So SEMrush is already the leader in the Japanese consumer research. But by partnering up with Search Titans, we have invested hundreds of thousands of dollars to increase that keyword database from 2.3 million to 12.3 million Japanese-only keywords. That means that consumers in Japan who type in any kind of keyword, we will have more data about their behavior than any other company in the world. And we make that available to our clients. So that way, when we produce digital marketing strategies for companies in Japan or internationally that want to target the Japanese consumer market, when we produce those digital marketing strategies, we're doing it with the very best database that has ever been produced for the Japanese consumer market. And that's what we're doing right now. But that's not where we're going to stop. The next step is, of course, Korea, and then China, Taiwan, Thailand, and so on and so forth. We have many other markets that we're planning to target. But first, we're going to master the Japanese market. because we want to help our Japanese clients, Japanese businesses, to better serve their consumers, the Japanese consumers. And also we want to help the businesses from all over the world better service the Japanese consumer market, because there's no reason that Japanese people have to read everything in English. When they type in keywords for products that they're looking for, they usually type it in Japanese, because I'm French. Well, I know you can't tell from my accent, mais je suis français, je vous assure. When I'm in France and I'm looking for a product, I don't type it in English and I don't type it in Japanese. I type it in French because I'm French. When I'm in America, I type it in English. Whenever I want something, I type it in whatever language I currently speak. And the same goes with my French counterparts, my Japanese friends, Korean people. Everyone from around the world prefers to use their own language, their own alphabet. And so, Search Titans has a clear understanding of this. And that's why we partnered up with Google, with SEMrush, with Yahoo, and with Bing to provide this amazing keyword research. And it's not just keyword research, it's consumer research. What are people asking for, and are they finding it? And we're discovering every day that there are keywords that people type in every day that are simply not serviced. That means that companies that should be selling to these people aren't selling anything to these people, because they don't know that that's the keyword that almost everybody types in when they're looking for their product. And so that's who we are. That's what Search Titans is, and that's what SEMrush is. Once again, just in conclusion, Search Titans is a digital marketing training agency. We produce digital marketing strategies for companies, publishers, for anyone. We train digital agencies, and then we put clients and digital agencies together so that the agencies can implement the strategies that we produce, and then Search Titans follows the progress of each client and each agency for the next several years using SEMrush. SEMrush continues to get better, bigger, faster, but they can't be everywhere all the time, which is why they partnered with Search Titans. Search Titans is bringing SEMrush, it's increasing the potential of SEMrush for each country in Asia and for the rest of the world, starting with Japan and then off to Korea. So that's who we are, that's what we do. All right. I look forward to meeting you in person one day, but for now, I hope you enjoy the rest of the presentation. Thank you very much.